The bank offers us many services. And like Mr. Frank Adams, most of us use the bank. For one thing, the bank is a good place to keep money. And here is Mr. Adams filling out a deposit slip. He takes the cash, the check, the deposit slip, and his bank book to the teller at the savings window. The teller places the bank book in an adding recording machine. There's the amount of the deposit, $62.53. The pages of the bank book show the record of Mr. Adams' savings account. 8 years ago, one March, he made his first deposit of $50, but his balance actually became greater than the sum of all his deposits. For at the end of each 6 months interest period, the bank added interest to his balance, which therefore kept on growing. The teller puts Mr. Adams' deposit slip with other deposit slips in this basket. These slips are a record of the money that has come into the bank. And up here, they're checked in the proving machine. The bank's careful methods give Mr. Adams confidence that his savings are secure. And so does the federal government's insurance guarantee. Some of the money of the depositors is kept behind the great door of this vault. Here is Mr. Adams with the president of the Elmville National Bank. They're discussing a loan.
You saved over $4,000.
That's right, Mr. Smith. I've saved 80% of the capital I'll need to start my hardware business.
I see. And now you would like to borrow an additional $1,000 from us.
That's right.
In your letter here, you explain why you feel this town needs another hardware store. Tell me, Mr. Adams, how much experience have you had in the hardware business?
I worked as a salesman for 3 years, for the past 8 years.
That should certainly be enough. Well, I think we can make you this loan.
Oh, that's fine.
We know you're reliable.
I'm glad you think so.
Here's the note, and this is where you sign.
Let's see. This seems okay.
How about opening a checking account for your new business?
Yes.
Mr. Adams finds his new checking account very useful. Mr. Adams writes the amount in words so there can be no mistake. And here's the check arriving at the Miller Supply Company. And here Mr. Adams is serving a customer in his hardware store. He is building up a prosperous business with the help of his bank loan and the money he has saved over the years in his savings account. Mr. Adams finds his local bank very convenient. Not only because it can always give him all the small change he needs, but also because of its other services, such as his savings account, the loan which it gave him, and the checking account which makes it possible for him to pay for his orders by check. Mr. Adams is a good customer of the bank.